Anything else for you, Chris?
I just wanted to that's a riveting conversation. I could go on forever, but I noticed, I just wanted to chat with you real quick about any tips or advice you might give about this drag and drop tour guide training agreement. It's pretty robust, and I'm impressed by it. Piecing it together and hopefully put it together formally here in the next, hopefully within a week or two. But just wanted to get your feedback and tips and tricks and what you might recommend.
Okay, as in how to present it to people?
Yeah, I mean, and also to just kind of format in a way that makes it real. Wow, it's so good. It's really, really detailed. I love it.
Okay.
Do you think of this as an SOP of sorts, or do you think of it
kind of? It's a contract, I guess. It's a training. It forms part of the training process. You guys can find this in the it's in two places: in the Inside the Tour Business resources and in the Scale and Sell coaching program curriculum. I'll give you one example. I guess is the way to present it to people. So here's one section as an example. So section 2 is about guide requirements. All right. So once you've created it, we'll circle back and talk about the actual creation of it in a second. But the really important part here is that once you have created your own version, and a lot of it you can use as is, a lot of it would, be tailored to your business. But once you've finalized it, one thing you don't do is just email it over to someone to say, here it is, read it, sign it, get it back to me. Okay. It's very, very ineffective. You need to schedule like a 20-minute catch up, and either you or your operations manager or something like that, you need to sit down and you need to go point by point with someone. Okay. So first part here. So the guide to become familiar with blah, blah, blah. All clear? Great. If you could just initial that part for me. It's expected you remain up to date with knowledge of da-da-da. Cool. Great. So let's initial as we go down together. I want to see you've read it. I want to see you've understood it. And I want you to initial it. Okay. Every single part. And then at the bottom of that section, it says something along the lines of this. I've read it. I've understood it. I'll ensure that these requirements are implemented. I understand the implications if I don't. If there's any clarification needed, I'll come back to you. Great. Let's see you sign off. Okay. So obviously it helps people to read it, understand it, and, take it in. But then it just saves so many hassles and problems down the line when people actually let you down and they screw up, which will happen from time to time. And, the inclination is for them to sort of butt heads or, plead their case or argue that the circumstances. And you're like, look, let's get out your agreement. Pretty clear. I can see your initial here and your signature here. So, and you did have a chance to come to me for clarification. You didn't come to me. So, you know what I mean? So it irons out any of those headaches, those human HR headaches when you have things go awry or not the way that you want them to. So hopefully that helped. Documentation. This part is all about stuff that you're going to provide to them in addition to the training, and stuff that you need from them prior to them commencing work with you. So yeah, does that sort of help, Chris?
Yep.
Any specific questions there on that?
No, I like that it's something that you go over with your new teammates or two members and discuss what the expectations are, so that you're doing it in a systematic way where they understand what all their expectations are. I
mean, the best way, for time saving, is a group environment. If you can get 3 or 4 people together that you're recruiting and run through the process together, giving anyone a chance to ask any questions, at that time, and watching them sign off in front of you.
It's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. What other questions did we have from this group? Cherry, I actually, did you have a question? You just sent me a message earlier, didn't you? Which I didn't get to.
No worries.
What was it?
Let me think a second. I did. I wanted to just, I know we've been on that for a long time, but I had a couple of questions. Do you have also a copy of a non-compete or something that you would recommend the guides sign? I know we spent so much time on this and I hate to dwell on that, but I've actually had quite a few people like work for us and then they're like, never mind, I'm going to be my own boss. And then they take all my clients that they had worked with before. And I've had that happen a couple times. And so I'm planning a retreat this summer whenever I'm with my team, and I'm going to have them sign like the form that you were just showing Chris, and we're going to go all over that. But I wanted to add some kind of, I mean, I know that it's only like, so like they could still do it, you know, but
it's
just something.
It's a deterrent. It's definitely a deterrent. Because sometimes it's just split decisions, like opportunities present themselves and they're like, I can't stop like myself from being underhanded and you know, but if, and then because they can always come and go, oh, it was misinterpreted, or I didn't realize, or
it was an
I
accident.
Just felt under pressure. It was an accident. But having it like a really clear deterrent. So here, a letter of offer, which is more for like a back end office, you know, like an operations manager, general manager, something like that. But you could insert some of this into that. So don't use the letter of offer, use the guide contract. But you could take a look at some of the stuff here.
Kind of pull some of that stuff out.
Leave provisions, personal leave. I'm trying to say national employment. Some of this will be really relevant. Policies and procedures, reimbursement of expenses, suspension, termination of employment, garden leave, redundancy, restraints. You may not engage in any business activity the same or similar.
Yes, that too. Yeah, that's
ownership
very,
of intellectual property, trade property secrets, moral rights, confidentiality. So just grab that and just, so if you guys don't know where to find that, it's in the Inside the Tour Business Resources, and it is down here in recruitment. Okay. All right. Thank you. And also I just wanted to tell Colin, when he was talking about that he was a concierge, I have, you know, my own tours that I do, but I also very often am like reaching out to other people in different parts of Italy to do that. And like, as a tour operator doing that, I think he should lead with like, I was a concierge and this is what I do. Because if I'm just kind of trying to look between two guides and like knowing that someone has that experience and that they're going to make my job easier, because then the client isn't going to be calling me in the middle of the night because like Colin's handling it.